I know what it's like to be in a cult. I spent 13 years in one. At 24 years old, I became a church leader in a cult with nearly total control over people's lives. I was still in the cult myself, but that didn't stop the power from being real. People looked at me for answers for everything: where to live, when to marry, whether to have children, how much to give, how to think, how to feel, how to be. At 24 years old, I was seen as the voice of God, and that's when I learned one of the most dangerous truths about humanity. Most people have never been on the other side of power. But even deeper than that, most people don't want to. They don't want power. They want someone else to carry it, someone else to decide, someone else to blame. I used to think cults existed because corrupt leaders who seized control. But over time, I realized that cults also exist because people willingly hand their power over. And not just in cults. This plays out in politics, religions, relationships, even fandoms. People want someone to follow, someone to worship, someone to become the face of meaning so they don't have to wrestle with the chaos themselves. The dangerous truth isn't that humans seek idols, it's that humans need them. You can smash the idol, but you can't stop idolatry. It's not about the object, it's about the impulse. That deep psychological craving to surrender autonomy in exchange for certainty. That's the part of cults people don't understand. That there's always two sides to the illusion. The one who claims the throne and the crowd who builds it. That's what makes cults so effective. The average person is desperate for purpose, desperate to belong, desperate for something bigger than themselves to answer the questions they've been scared to ask. Why am I here? What should I do with my life? Who do I trust? What happens when I die? And cults answer all of it. They hijack your desire for meaning. They provide you a script. They take away your uncertainty, your doubts, your existential dread, and replace it with rules, rituals, and certainty. But the price is consent. Cults hijack your consent, and most people don't even realize it's been stolen. Consent is more than just saying yes. Consent is the ability for your universal consciousness to freely engage with the world. It is your capacity to choose how yourself, your body, your mind, your meaning moves through this experience. When someone hijacks that, they're not just taking your freedom, they are suppressing the creative force of the universe as it flows through you. And that's the real violence. Cult leaders know how to short circuit your nervous system. They know how to flood your body with fear. They use shame, guilt, isolation, divine threats, and social exile to create compliance. They get you to obey before you think. They prey on your biology, on the same survival systems meant to keep you alive. The very body made to experience life becomes a prison for someone else's belief. That's why this section belongs in the body chapter. Because cults are not just a war on the mind, they are a war on your nervous system. And it works. Your breathing changes. Your stress hormones spike. You become afraid of your own thoughts. Fear gets into your muscle, and suddenly, belief isn't something you hold, it's something that holds you. You see it now in modern politics. MAGA is the largest cult in America today. Not because of how they vote, but because of how they feel. They are not thinking, they are responding. Their nervous systems are not regulated, they are weaponized. They have been groomed to fear difference, complexity, nuance, and the unknown. The cult has hijacked their consent to think for themselves, but never forget, celebrities are a reflection of a society's values and principles. Donald Trump is not what's wrong with America. He is the manifestation of the American dream, and he is only as evil as the country that made it possible for a person like him to be considered for the position that he has.